good. You're bored, but I don't have to be. It's a win. Okay.
Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins
And we won. It was amazing.
Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Fids Talk today on the Fids Talk Sports Network. Happy holidays. Christmas Eve is here. How y'all doing? I'm Bobby Finstock. That's Fish Tank Hank. Hank, how the heck are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm driving down to the game. It's about 45 degrees or so. And this car just loves that. It loves it. We've been cruising around 100 to 115. Haven't ran around any cops. So we've been pretty lucky so far.
There you go. Christmas miracle. That's awesome. Thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Smash that like and subscribe button. We are about 8 subscribers away from 500. Once we get past 500, we got that jersey giveaway to one of the 500 subscribers. It's very cool. Marky Mark, Cap for Life, Hammer Time. Thank you all for tuning in. We see you. All right. Fish Tank is traveling. He's on his way down to Miami Gardens. Everyone seems to be traveling. It's the holidays, Christmas Eve. Santa's coming tomorrow. People are excited. Will Santa bring a win for the Dolphins? So we're going to talk about it right now. First off, Fish Tank, we've gone about 3 weeks. This is our third week now. We've been talking about this stretch. Before the stretch, it was the Niners, the Chargers, the Bills, and now the Packers. We're in the fourth week. Man, we were hoping that the Dolphins would at least come away 2-1 out of that. They were 0-3. Now they're going against the Packers at home at Hard Rock after losing a tough matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Fans last week were deflated. You were dealing with it on the bandwagon. I was dealing with it on post-game. But people could say with realist or whatever about me and whatever they want, but I was actually feeling pretty encouraged despite the loss for the Dolphins. Why? Not because it hurts the standings. It hurts Miami's chances, even though they're still right into it. But why was I encouraged by the Dolphins' performance in the loss was that it showed Miami could hang with the best of them. They were there until the end, fighting their ass off, hanging with Buffalo. Tua answered his critics. He played in the cold and played damn well. And, so I felt encouraged. Should I feel this encouraged, or were you happy with Miami's performance, or should I be like, no, you'd be like, no, Bobby, man, we need to win. You should be disappointed. You're disappointed in me for feeling encouraged. How do you feel? California, what's up, man?
People get upset about everything. You know what I mean? It's like, chill out, everybody. We lost 3 games. It happens. Unfortunate that it happened, but I mean, no, you don't fall all apart just because the team has a few losses. No, I'm not about that at all. I'm right there with you. I believe that Miami showed that they can play with anybody, even while the defense was sucking and the play calling was sucking. They still showed that they could keep up with the Buffalo Bills. So it hasn't happened all season. And I've been telling you, Miami's going to play a full game one of these times. And they haven't yet. So I'm still hoping that I get this Christmas miracle and they play a full game. You know what I mean? And then there won't be any more questions about whether they can or can't. If we secure this win against Green Bay, I have a funny feeling a lot of people are going to be re-encouraged, to re-energized, and ready to take the leap with the Dolphins still and keep going down that positive track.
Absolutely. And, I understand that people could be upset about the loss. They could be upset about a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Again, and I get it. It hurts the standings. And, people are on hype on this team as they should be. It's a lot of talent, but losses do happen. It was the way they lost that left me encouraged, because it showed me that, you could get to the playoffs, but can you hang with the Kansas City Chiefs? Can you hang with the Buffalo Bills? Well, guess what? Miami showed in that loss that they could. They can hang with them. It's just getting that extra play.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about, like I said, I was encouraged. You were encouraged. It does hurt us in the standings, but we're still in it. Despite being encouraged, you just brought it up, and we have it here on our outline. Mike McDaniel. That was one of the big, he was on that honeymoon stretch. Everybody was very happy with him, but now it seems like fans are starting to get a little sour on the rookie head coach because of the play calls, personnel decisions, all that whatnot. He's feeling the heat. Fans were beating the table for Mike McDaniel to be the coach. But let's say Miami somehow, some way, I don't believe it to happen, but if they lose tomorrow and let's say they miss out on the playoffs, should his seat get a little hot? Should he be looking at that unemployment line after his rookie season? What do you tell me? Let's say we miss the playoffs. How would you handle it if you were the head of?
I'd be pissed off.
Dolphins.
I'd be pissed off, bro. I'd be upset. To be totally honest with you, I'd be very upset. Miami has a real chance at showing that they can be a football team that people have to respect and don't just check off the win every time they play them.
What's up, Ruben?
And, past 20 years, what's up? Fins up. And what's been happening the past 20 years is we've been sucking. Well, I think that's about to change, folks. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, what they're saying is, oh, this is the same old Dolphins. You get in December and November and they lose. It's the same thing in different year. No, it's not, people. Are you blind? Have you not looked at the roster? Do you not know the talent that's on it? Wake up. Wake up. Because Miami Dolphins are going to show you what they can do this Sunday. And I believe it's going to get ugly for a lot of people, not on the Miami Dolphins side.
I agree with you. I would say for me, one thing, we're at 8-6, and Evan, good to see you, brother. Look forward to talking to you later today, of course, and tomorrow after post game, celebrating a win. Cap, I see your comment. I'm gonna talk about that right now. Dolphins Thirsties in the house. We appreciate you, Rob. Thank you all for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Fins Talk Sports Network. Fins Talk today with Fish Tank and Bobby Fins Talk. But I agree with you. I would not. If it's up to me, right now, based on what I've seen, I would not let him go yet. Why? Yes, they're 8-6. Yes, the play calling has been questionable. When you're running, in the first quarter, you had 100 yards for Raheem Mostert, and you stopped running the football. Made no sense. He's making some boneheaded calls. I know Evan's been on that. Evan's been is full on anti-McDaniel. But what have I seen that's positive? What has McDaniel done that's positive for the Dolphins that says, you know what? This guy does deserve a second year if given. What he's done with this offense. Yes, it has Tyreek, but look what he's done with Tua. Look at Tua's confidence right now. Look at the team's confidence. Look at the energy of this football team. When they're losing, it looks like they're still in it. They're not giving up. They're fighting. They believe in the coach. They believe in the culture of the team that's being developed. So that's something that's encouraging. Defense is an off and on thing. I understand he kept Josh Boyer. Maybe that's because he said, let me focus on the offense this year, and then I'll focus on defense next year. Maybe he brings in Vic Fangio next season. We'll see. Now, here's the key element for everybody to remember. What's
wrong with Todd Bowles?
I don't know. He's been here, done that. I think Vic Fangio is more with Mike McDaniel than Todd Bowles. But here's the key thing here that we do have to remember. I know what I would want. Now, if you fire McDaniel, you better fire Greer. Don't keep both. Don't do this whole recycling thing.
Yeah.
Don't do this whole recycling thing. But
They're not going to fire McDaniel. They're not
one
going
thing
to
I will
fire
say,
him.
hold on. This is what I'll say right here. If they should not, the only thing is it's Stephen Ross. You know, he had a bunch of embarrassing stuff to him last year during the season with Flores and the lawsuit and losing the draft pick. They go out and spend all this money in draft capital to go try to get this team to make a run. If they miss the playoffs, all bets are off. But up to me, no. McDaniel deserves another season just based off what he's been able to do chemistry-wise and believe in his football team and where they are right now. I vote for Greer to be fired, California. Let me read very quick because I don't want to miss Cap's comment. I appreciate everybody tuning in and leaving comments. Fish Tank can't see him because he's driving in the car. But Cap for Life says, I agree, Bobby. We are hanging with these elite teams, but when are we going to start taking games as opposed to letting the
There's a
referees
delay.
determine our fate? We
Yes,
got
there
to
always is.
execute better. No doubt, no excuses. I agree. You know, I know a lot of people are complaining about the
Acapulco Kush somebody's having out there. Is that Cap? Hey, you got to
Cap.
read the good stuff too.
Well, I'm getting to it. So what I was saying is that he's absolutely right. A lot of people are complaining about the referees last week and saying that the referees are which is true. And referees do that every week. They miss plays. They call BS plays.
Yep.
And there was a lot of BS play calls last week by the
It's
referees.
amazing what humans can do.
Yes, but Cap is right as well. It's up to the Dolphins not to allow it to be determined by the referees. There was a lot of miscommunicated, misexecuted plays. Miami has to make the
Absolutely.
plays in order to win the game.
Absolutely.
Steve Evans says Stephen Ross, Sean Payton, Vic Fangio, all together, all bets are off. I'm stoned already. It's only 9:00. California. Oh man, you
California?
California said that. Get it. So
Have
let me just
some
make
for
sure.
me. I'm driving.
Yeah, Cap for Life said that. And then Kenna, what's up, man? Good to see you as always. Oh goodness, it's Christmas Eve and we got Fish Tank and Hammer Time and Cap all high as a kite because they're high on the Dolphins. All right, so the Dolphins have lost 3 straight. They're 8-6. They're about the 7th seed in the playoffs. A lot of people say they don't have to win tomorrow. It's not a must-win game because it's
Yeah, it is.
NFC. Yeah, they say it's the NFC. But I agree with you, Fish Tank. It is a must-win game.
It's a must-win.
They can't go on a 0-4 slide.
They can't do that, and they would lose all credibility if they lose tomorrow.
Yeah, you can't go.
In my book, they would lose all credibility.
Let me ask you this. Here's a way, because you're saying that I disagree with you. If they lose tomorrow on Christmas Day at Hard Rock against the Packers at home, is the season at that point for you in regards of playoffs over?
I think it will be, because if you can't beat Green Bay tomorrow, you sure as hell aren't going to beat New England at home and the Jets defense.
Gotcha. I gotcha. It's gonna be damn
simple. I mean, they have to show a complete game, Bobby, and now they better do it. We've waited all season. It came close against, who was it? The Texans or somebody? But
I think the Browns. The Browns.
That's who it was. You're right. And we just haven't really done it. And that's a big part of our downfall has been play calling, along with my car said it wanted to turn off on me. I wasn't ready for it to turn off.
It doesn't like
I'll
what you're
lose
saying,
folks. Well, I got the internet on it, so I need it.
Evan says, if the Dolphins lose tomorrow, Stephen Ross may start firing people on Christmas Day. somebody might be fired. I mean, it's Ross,
Wow.
and but Dolphins thirsty. Bobby, go out in t-shirt and shorts today. I mean, I don't know about a t-shirt. My wife will kill me. Hypothermia, all that whatnot. What's up, Dolphins thirsty? Rob in the house. Check out dolphinsthirsty.com for great Dolphins content every day, and the Dolphins Daily with Rob and Justin, JPF Scout, every morning, 10 a.m. on Dolphins Thirsty YouTube page. Oh, Evan, obviously. Sorry, excuse me. I said Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Cap for Life. Do you guys still realize we have a shot at the division? I know it's a pipe dream, but mathematically, we're still in it. Could it be a Christmas miracle? I don't know. But like you said, it is a pipe dream. I think Buffalo has it in the bag. That's just me. Our season is still okay, but as far as us playing in primetime spot, we will be overlooked again. True. I mean, Miami was in 3 primetime games, and they blew it. And it sucks, because we want to be able to have great games and be able to have primetime games. It's awesome to watch a game at night under the lights, but Miami is crap the bed, multiple times. So I get it. Let's talk about the Packers tomorrow. We've talked about if we lost, what would happen, how would we feel, but let's talk about this. Tomorrow, it's Christmas Day. It's in Miami. Packers are 6-8 on the year, but have won 2 straight against the Rams and Bears. They are 15th ranked offense in the NFL, and they have the 15th ranked defense, so they're about in the middle. The Dolphins are favored in this matchup, and they should be, but they're still facing Aaron Rodgers, Fish Tank. And you and I have talked about Aaron Rodgers. We know he's the real deal. You can't count out Aaron Rodgers at all. Should the fans and the team, should they think this game is in the bag, in your opinion? Should they go, oh, this is a win, tied up? Should they feel easy about tomorrow, or should they take this game pretty serious?
All right, look. Every game should be taken serious by the Miami Dolphins.
Anthony.
As far as the fans go,
What's up, brother?
including myself, because I'm just a fan like everybody else, you have to believe. You got to believe at some point in time that your team can win. It's really that simple. And I believe this is a year where Miami can go into the playoffs. And I'm not too concerned about a bunch of other things, a bunch of other factors. But Miami could still win out, and Buffalo Bills could lose out. That's possible. I don't know who gets the tiebreaker. I guess the Bills do, being they beat us twice. So that wouldn't matter whether the Bills win out and we lose it, or lose out and we win out anyway, then, would it? Do you know, Bobby?
I don't have it in front of me, and I wish I did have my laptop because we could do the playoff calculator. But you're right. Anything could happen. But this game tomorrow, the Dolphins defense need to show up. They need to stifle Aaron Rodgers. Mike McDaniel needs to make sure he executes correctly and calls the correct plays. I will say, Evan, yes, you say one thing you learned this season is Bobby is usually right. Welcome to the bandwagon of Bobby, my man. My wife, it's taken her 10 years to realize that I'm usually right, and she still ain't used to it yet. So, but
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What are you going to say, Hank? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You're right.
I'm usually right.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't
Here
look.
folks.
Hey, Evan just said it. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm just throwing it out
Evan
there.
says
It's
a
there.
lot of stuff. What did I tell you about listening to Evan?
Once in a while, people should listen to Evan, especially when he's saying stuff like that. He's on the Bobby bandwagon.
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
All right, Fish Tank. I know you're on the road.
Yes, sir.
You're chilling out. You're on your way. We're talking Packers, Dolphins tomorrow, Christmas Day. We want Santa, this guy right here. We want him to bring the Dolphins a victory. We want to get back in that win column. How does that happen tomorrow? What are your 3 keys to secure a Miami Dolphins victory?
Well, first and foremost, we can't let Aaron Rodgers take off running and get first downs. Not that he runs too much. It's not like he's going to go for 100 yards or something, even though lots of quarterbacks have. But, I don't see him running for 100 yards. And their defense, so that's key number one is contain Aaron Rodgers and make him play out of the pocket. The second key to the game is the Miami Dolphins have got to find a way to make the right play calls. They're just not doing it. They're not doing it on offense or defense. So coaching has to be my second key on the Miami Dolphins side. My third and final key is the offense. The offense has got to show up and ball out. It's time to do it. We had a weak game last time where Miami's receivers could have caught a lot more. Tyreek Hill was upset with himself. A lot of players were upset with themselves on their performance. And so my third key is offense has to be in sync. Those are my three keys.
Perfect. Defense has to show up. They got to stop Aaron Rodgers in this offense. Like you said, they can't let him escape the pocket. It's not about really running the football. It's more about escaping the pocket and making a big play. That's Aaron Rodgers. That's what he does.
Getting those first downs.
Exactly. It's prime time. It is Christmas Day. It is at 1 o'clock Easter, but it is a prime time Christmas Day game. He shows up for that. You need to stop. Jalen Phillips, keep doing what you're doing. Jalen Phillips is growing. Show up. Bradley Chubb. Don't let people question this addition of you. We know what you're doing for Jalen Phillips, but now you need to show your worth and get to Aaron Rodgers. Xavier Howard, where the hell is he? What the hell has he done this year? He only has one interception, but he's getting blown up here and there. Will he even be a Dolphin next year? I don't know, but I will know he needs to show the hell up. Maybe he can come up with a couple picks tomorrow. Just give me one. Make a game play. Is Todd making comments? Let me go up and check. Let's see what she, the Eagle Aggies on my wife. Well, I am right. Anyway, she's talking trash, Fish Tank. It's all right. Anyway, second victory. My second key to victory is Mike McDaniel. He has to make the right play calls, the right decision making. 3 weeks in a row, fans have been criticizing his play calls, and it's not like you could go, but. There was an argument a couple weeks ago, and I said it's about player execution. There was a lot of drop footballs, a lot of missed throws. But last week was not. Last week, how can you rush for 100 yards with Raheem Mostert in the first quarter and then get away from the run in the second, third, and fourth? Makes no sense whatsoever. Mike McDaniel needs to call a damn good football game. It has to happen.
So does Boyer.
Absolutely. Defense. I was just talking about
Boyer
defense.
hasn't been calling a good game at all.
Execution is key. I agree with you. So, and then third, like you said, offense, regards of Tua and his receivers and also the running backs. But the key element of the offense is the quarterback and there are 2-star receivers. They got to come up big, keep up with Aaron Rodgers. When the defense gives you a chance with the football, take that opportunity. Don't make it short. Control the clock, control the football. Let me make sure I get some comments in before we get into our predictions here. We are about 24 minutes into the show. Fish Tank is on the road, on his way to Miami for our Christmas Day game with the missus. I wish Tua would have made the Pro Bowl so we could see him in the skills challenge. Drop a link. Let some Dolphins fans come in and say thank you.
Drop a link to what?
Oh, they probably want to hop on in. Hey, everyone's welcome. We may do that one day. We maybe after a holiday we'll have a bigger screen and Fish Tank and I could have a few of you guys in here. We'll drop a link and anyone who wants to jump in and talk Dolphins, we're down. X is a Pro Bowler fixed. I like X, Xavier Howard a lot. This year I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I really don't know. I don't care. We're paying him a lot of money. He should show up. I've had a lot of high expectations of Tua and been critical of Tua, and Tua's really answered a lot of expectations. Played hard. December is different. He's lost in December, and that's disappointing. We hope that changes tomorrow. But if anybody deserved to go to the Pro Bowl, it was Tua this season. How he missed the Pro Bowl and Howard is in just tells you how flawed this thing is. So it is disappointing to see that. People are welcome on the bandwagon, and they can come at me anytime. Yeah, the bandwagon. Yeah, it's more like the bash wagon lately. Anyway, Fish Tank.
Yes, sir.
Santa Claus. The Dolphins a victory tomorrow. What's your prediction in the score, sir?
Yes. The Miami Dolphins are going to crush the Green Bay Packers. First of all, I'll be at the game. And when I'm at the game, usually Miami doesn't lose. So that's the first thing. The second part of this is, yes, they're going to crush the Green Bay Packers. The score is going to be 34-21, Miami.
That's what I thought.
We're close. We're close. I got it. Miami 31-24. 31-24 over Green Bay.
You swapped
Christmas-
around the 1 and the 4. We did.
There you go. 31-24. I just changed it up, you know. Let's see what the guys got. Let's see what everybody has in the comments. Evan has it 45-14 Packers. Hammer Time has it 34-21
Packers.
Dolphins.
Evan doesn't have the Packers.
He didn't put a name, so I'm just putting it in there for him. Hammer Time 34-21 Miami. Thursday, I'd like to thank FitStop Sports for giving me a shot. I used to be nervous about coming on the camera. You find me all over Tuesdays at 7:30. Rob,
Hey,
man, I'm
just so
thankful to have
everybody
you on,
out there
brother.
knows. Just so everybody out there knows, I've told Bobby several times I want you folks on this show. Bobby has told me no. Bobby has told me straight out no. And I said, yeah, and he goes, that's not our platform. And I said, okay, Bobby. So, Bobby, why is it we don't have anybody on this show?
You guys smell
New
that?
Year.
You smell? Yeah, that's right. You guys smell it? That's called bullshit.
Oh, really? Hey,
Kenna has it
I've even told you
24-21
folks out there,
Miami.
I've even said, I can't get you on mine, so why don't I go on your show? I told you guys invite me. I'll go.
28-17 Dolphins thirsty. Blake, Miami. I just sent you a lump of coal. Evan Postner, number 1, Ben F. Man, so guys, if you have any questions for Fish Tank and I, or any follow-up comments before we close up, we're here for the next 2 minutes before we let Fish Tank continue on his drive to Miami Gardens to watch a Miami Dolphins victory against the Packers tomorrow.
Yes,
We've
sir.
had guests on the show. We've had Evan on the show. He's crazy. Fish Tank is crazy. We've had guests on the show.
Yeah, right. That's it. Blame me.
Hey, Uncle Nathan's in the house. Merry Christmas to my godfather.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.
Love to see
Woo!
it.
Fins
I got to
up,
go visit
fins
my
up.
Uncle Nathan down in Georgia. He's too close, and I got to get down there. But, guys, listen, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We both predict the Miami Dolphins victory.
When?
The day Bobby invited me, all hell went downhill. Everything went downhill. Oh, there he goes. That's what happened. You see, that's why I didn't invite anybody back. Fish Tank jinxed it. Anyway, guys, that's Fish Tank Hank. I'm Bobby Finstock. Thank you all for tuning in to Fin's Talk today on the Finstock Sports Network. Smash that like and subscribe button on YouTube. We appreciate you. We will see you all next Saturday to preview the next Dolphins game against the Patriots. Like, subscribe, and most importantly, Fish Tank.
Yes, sir. Fins up.
Fins up. We'll see you guys next time.